Hi, I'm Carol Jurgensen Sheets, aka Carol the Coach, and I am the founder of ERCEM. ERCEM is a specific treatment modality that we use with couples who have experienced sexual betrayal. And what I know is that now that you've discovered everything he's done, you have no empathy for him because you don't even know who he is. You don't even know if you can trust him again. And he is so much in the doghouse that he is not able to express empathy for you. So what does he do? He either shies away from you and hangs out in the garage or the basement or another room, or he throws up his hands and he says, I can't do this because I can't make you happy. I've ruined your life. I don't know what I can do next. Well, we really do believe in ERCEM that he needs to learn empathy skills. And empathy, as Brene Brown identified through nursing scholar Teresa Wiseman, is the ability to take someone's perspective in a non-judgmental way, see and feel the emotions from somebody else, and link it up into a feeling. And so that's empathy. But what I know to be true is that when there's this kind of devastation and this kind of impact, we have to teach both of you how to go through the empathy cycle. Now, first of all, that starts with ABR. And you may have heard of that through Help Her Heal, my first book that taught men and women who were addicts how to develop empathy for their wives. The A stood for and stands for acknowledge. Acknowledge the problem, acknowledge the challenge, or the impasse in the relationship. V is validating your feelings. He needs to be able to identify how you're feeling, and I say keep it to 5 because your brain is offline. You're in trauma state right now. So those 5 feelings would be anger, sadness, loneliness, fear, and happiness. And we know it's not happy. And then he needs to contain your feelings. He needs to contain your feelings so that he can sit with you while you're in distress. He can stay present with you while you're a mess. And he can stay with you as you work through your feelings. I mean, you can't help but be a mess. You're in a trauma state. He did the worst thing anybody could have ever done to you. And he didn't even know that when he was acting out sexually, that it would cause this kind of distress. But he knows now, and we at ERCEM need to help him work through that with you and not avoid it. You see, so many addicts tend to be avoidant, or they, as I call it, are adversive. They're adversive to what's going on in the relationship because they can't handle it. So they want something, but they push it away. And we want to stop that cycle. And you do that through empathy. We want him to create a safe environment for you. That means he leans in when you're triggered. He sits with you when you're in distress. And more than anything, he acknowledges that he caused you the problems, that he is the reason for the problems. Unfortunately, I say the reason for the season. He is the reason you are in the fetal position on the floor. All right, so here he is. He's created a safe place, a safe space for you to work through all your sad feelings, all your anger, all your mourning, all your grief. And he needs to work on his individual recovery, which will then reassure you that not only is he working on the relationship, he is working on his addiction. And that is a winning combination. It may not be enough to help you heal. You decide that. But if he learns how to do those things, A, he'll be doing the right thing, B, he'll be a better person for you. And C, he will be able to begin to build that trust if you allow him to do that. And again, that's totally up to you. He devastated you, and now he has to wait and see if you can accept so many of his repair attempts. Okay, so he's contained your pain. He's leaning into you. He's reassuring you of his many, many changes. He's taking your temperature and your perspective. And on some level, when he can help you heal, it helps his self-esteem. So that's always a good thing. We want his self-esteem to go up as you come back online and realize that his addiction was not because of you. It was because of this compulsive, problematic sexual behavior. And if his esteem rises, well then what we know is that you will see a difference in him. There will be a confidence that he likes himself better now that he's found recovery. And he certainly likes himself better now that he is helping you repair. Now, the truth of the matter is it takes 3 to 5 years. I know you don't want to hear that, but this is a long process because the man you loved appears to be not the man you knew. And truly he was, but we'll save that for another video. He had this dual life and he wouldn't let you in. He did everything he could to keep you from knowing it, right? And so, of course, you would wonder, who is this man? And where's the man I thought I knew? Well, what we're doing with the empathy model is we're building integrity. And I know you probably don't think that's possible, but I know it's possible because I work with couples just like you. And integrity means he's open, he's honest, he's holding himself accountable, he's transparent, and he is going to maintain the values he needs to help you heal, regardless of whether you accept him or not. So that's the empathy cycle. One more time, let me just go over it. He acknowledges how you feel. He validates your feelings. He contains your feelings. He leans into them. He stays present through all the hard times and the emotionality, whether you're raging, he's there for you. And I know that's hard to believe because for years he hasn't been there for you at all. He stays present with you. He stays in the now. He creates a safe environment to contain your pain. He takes your perspective. He reassures you that he'll be there and that he's changing. He's working on his recovery. He'll do whatever it takes to make you know that. And by doing that, it's restoring his self-esteem and it's building his integrity. So that's the empathy cycle. And I want you to know this works. If you're looking for a good ERCEM specialist, go to www.sexhelpwithcarolthecoach.com and look for the directory that shows you people that have been trained specifically in ERCEM, the Early Recovery Couples Empathy Model. It is being cited as the #1 way for the two of you to get healthy together. Thanks for your time, and I'm here for you, and I'm here to teach him how to be here for you too.